place to live or psychological counseling for up to 15 people, but demand already appears to have outpaced capacity.
We actually just reached capacity on Monday. So one of the things that, even though we are at capacity, what our plan is will be we won't turn people away if they're coming to us for help. So we will offer help as much as we can.
Well, if you think this province has a lot of bars, well, now you have the stats to prove it. Nowhere else in the country has more bars per person. In Newfoundland and Labrador, there are almost 4 for every 10,000 people. That's more than double the national average. St. John's also wins the title of booziest city in the country with 3.4 bars for every 10,000 people, beating out Sherbrooke, Quebec and St. John, New Brunswick. Well, there are close calls, and then there's this. Have a look at what happened when this couple was driving on the highway recently.
Yes, Owen Murphy posted this to his Facebook page. He was heading out on the highway, just leaving for Muse, when a moose seemingly just comes out of nowhere and frightened the daylights out of Murphy and his passenger.
Wow, it doesn't look like a big animal, possibly a calf, but yeah, still not something that you want to come across in the dark of night.
No, my goodness. And in the words of Owen Murphy on his Facebook page, you never know when they'll pop out. Up next, we'll tell you why people in Carbonear are happy to hear that more accommodations will soon be available in the town.
And later, soldiers, military aircraft, and 2 warships are making their way up the coast of Labrador this week. We'll explain why.
And welcome back to Here and Now. We are live at the beautiful Perchance Theatre here in Cupid's. Actors are milling around getting ready for the performance at 7 o'clock this evening. We're going to talk more about that in a few minutes. We're also going to get a tour from Sir William Shakespeare himself. So a real treat coming up. We do want to talk about what has turned into be a beautiful evening here in Cupid's and across eastern parts of Newfoundland. Not the case everywhere. It's been kind of one of those days where it depends where you are. Let's take a look at the weather, and we'll start with the rainfall warnings that are in effect for the Northern Peninsula east side. We also have special weather statements in effect for the Straits on the Labrador side, and we have special weather statements extending down into the Green Bay, White Bay area, as well as the Bay of Exploits. Special weather statements are continued for the Avalon, and that is for the area that is surrounding the Avalon because, well, it's because of Gert, which is sailing quickly to our southeast today, because of its rapid pace as it's moving southeast of the island over the Grand Banks, could create some definitely turbulent water levels in the bays and inlets of on across the Avalon. You see post-tropical Gert there, that is now an official post-tropical storm, which has just transitioned from officially a hurricane over the last couple of hours. Even though Gert is well to our southeast, it is transferring moisture up into this system that has been rolling into Newfoundland and Labrador over the last 24 hours or so. You can see with the satellite and radar right now, we are seeing some pretty steady showers over the southwestern parts of the island. That is, heavier rains up through the Northern Peninsula, the north coast of the island, and back into the southeast parts of Labrador. And that is, again, where we have those rainfall warnings and special weather statements in effect. And there's a detailed look at the radar. And as we look at the future tracker, there's Gert off on your right-hand side. Again, post-tropical storm, adding that moisture into that low. And as we roll through tonight, note that heaviest rain will work down the coast into central parts of Newfoundland. Then it looks like the steadiest chance of rain will be tomorrow afternoon for the northeast coast and down into St. John's. Rain and tapering to drizzle at times. And another round of rain could come through one of those days. And then high pressure moves in for Saturday. So that's the good news. We're getting the wet weather out of the way. But boy, it is not going to be a pretty day along the coast of Newfoundland, that Atlantic coastline from St. John's up to St. Anthony. And as we take a look at the forecast for tomorrow morning, we'll actually start quiet on the Avalon, mainly cloudy skies, temperatures near 12 degrees. It's a damp start from the Bonavista Bay area back into the west coast, up the Northern Peninsula, and into southeastern parts of Labrador. Single-digit, low double-digit highs. Lows, I should say, to start the day for tomorrow. And as we roll throughout the day, again, that rain will really start to spread in and down that coastline. So we'll actually see temperatures basically peaking near 15 around lunchtime tomorrow. The rain and drizzle, the winds punch in from the northwest, gusts 60 to 70 kilometers per hour. Showers continue into the evening. Temperatures drop off to 13 with winds still gusting to 70. And that's basically the name of the game all along that coastline tomorrow. As you look at the forecast, temperatures are going to be cool. Again, peaking near 15 in St. John's. We're talking about highs of 11 or 12 from Bonavista Bay back to the north coast. 13 in Grand Falls. Winds are a little warmer, a little brighter along that south coast, potentially near 20 in Burgeo tomorrow. 17 for Corner Brook. Those showers on the west coast will clear from west to east, but it's a pretty cloudy day from start to finish in central. And again, the afternoon and evening will be the dampest period for the east and the northeast. And the Labrador, temps pretty cool, especially along that Labrador coastline, but warming up and brightening up nicely for inland areas with plenty of sunshine. So obviously the weather, a big factor likely here tomorrow at the Perchance Theatre, where they're outdoors. Now, this is a beautiful spot modeled after London's Globe Theatre. And, well, to give you a tour, why not the man himself, Sir William Shakespeare? We're here at the beautiful Perchance Theatre in Cupid's, and this is an awesome space. We're here on the stage. I only wish there was somebody around that could give me a tour, knows a little bit about...
hold one moment, Lord Snoddon! How?
Mr. Shakespeare!
What a pleasure to meet you, sir!
The pleasure's all mine.
Oh, I heard you were looking for someone to show you around.
Absolutely.
I do know the place rather well.
Well, I'm hoping you can tell me just a little bit about when this was built.
Well, it's my understanding that this structure was built in 2010 for the Cupid's 400 ceremonies. they got a nice amount of money and decided to build this lovely theatre, which is holding up rather well, given the elements we have here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
I want to talk to you about that.
Lovely.
Let's head over this way.
Sure.
So you mentioned the elements, Mr. Shakespeare.
Yes.
What is it like to be performing in this atmosphere when the rain is teeming down, when the wind is blowing in and your hair is going everywhere?
Well, yes. Well, the performers here have a lot of experience with the elements, as we say. In Newfoundland and Labrador, we have to deal with many different elements, sometimes in a matter of hours. We have certain things we do. If the deck there gets too wet, we might slow things down if there's any fights. I worry about the audience sometimes, but they love it. They come. We have umbrellas. These things are holding up rather well. They keep the rain off of people's heads, and we plough through. You may have heard of a play of mine called The Tempest.
Yes.
There have been times out here we've worked in a tempest, but we plough through. The show must go on.
Nice.
Ah, Lord Snoddon, here we are backstage at Perchance Theatre at Cupid's.
Nice.
Yes, this is where the magic happens.
Cozy.
Yes, cozy. It's lovely.
But I can't help but notice there is no roof. So if it's raining, you're getting wet back here.
Well, we huddle together sometimes under here, and huddle together over there as well. And we have blankets, umbrellas, those sort of things.
Good. Last question, William. The shoes, how do they do in the rain?
They're holding up rather well, really.
I have to get me a pair of those.
Oh, you may have trouble finding them, but I have a man.
Good. We'll have to get his name.
Lovely.
Thank you so much for the tour.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Ryan, quite the tour there, and Shakespeare's looking pretty good for someone who's, like 450 years old.
Yeah, he's been dead for a few years, but he looks pretty good. His complexion's pretty good, and it was great. And again, those shoes are fantastic. I still have to find out where I can get a pair of those. They are, of course, warming up here behind me. The performance at 7, a Taming of the Shrew, and so we're looking forward to that. And also, we're going to be talking in just a few minutes with Danielle, Danielle Irving. So please stay tuned for that. I'll also have your long-range forecast details. We'll walk you right through the weekend. Tomorrow not looking great, but brightening skies and warming temperatures for the weekend. So we'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
All right. Thanks so much, Ryan.
Well, Carbonear could soon be getting an economic boost with a new hotel. And while some local residents support the project, it's not without its detractors. Here Now's Nakshi Pandit has more.
Carbonear is a lively and prosperous town, but has one significant thing missing: a hotel. An Ontario couple has an answer to that. They want to build a luxury boutique hotel called Hotel Crockers Cove. Currently in the planning stages, the hotel is expected to have 50 to 60 rooms. This is the part of the peninsula where the hotel is going to be built. The plan is for it to be made as a semicircle, with each room getting a view of the ocean. James Bailey and Janet Whittle Bailey came up with the idea while driving by Crockers Cove Point a year ago.
And I said, wow, wouldn't that be a great place for a house?
Mm-hmm.
You have that whole entire peninsula to yourself. And it was going to cost multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars to put in a road. So I thought, it's not really not that feasible for building a home.
And that's when the idea came about for a hotel. An idea that's gaining support from local leaders.
Right now there's not enough accommodations here for any of that kind of stuff to take place. And of course, the more people you bring into town, they're not only supporting that hotel, but they're visiting the rest of our businesses in town and our boutiques.
But some residents are hesitant to give their blessing to the project.
Traffic concerns was one, and conservation was another one, but the hotel will be placed on the piece of land. She's leaving 23 meters of conservation there, right?
The developers are emphasizing to residents that they will be welcome on the property.
I just know with different hotels, they have a gate and they don't allow people that are not a guest to come through. We're not going to have that. It's going to be open.
So far, the town has agreed to rezone the land, but the province has to sign off on the proposal before an application to build is submitted. Whittle-Bailey is optimistic that the project will go ahead and be ready for business in 2020. Nakshi Pandit, CBC News, Carbonear.
Coming up next, we'll tell you about the Hyperloop and how some bright minds in this province are working on creating a vehicle that they believe could be the face of travel in the future. Welcome back to Here and Now. They're chasing down a dream. A team of students and recent graduates from MUN, College of the North Atlantic, and Northeastern University in Boston are off to Los Angeles for the SpaceX Hyperloop competition. About 15 students, or half of Team Paradigm Hyperloop, are from MUN and CNA, one of only 2 universities being represented at the competition. Here's a look at what they're trying to accomplish.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have liftoff.
A train-like pod that travels inside of a tube that has all of the air evacuated, which basically allows it to reach super high speeds. In doing so, it's actually floating on either an air cushion, like an air hockey table, or magnets, like a maglev train. So the ultimate goal is to connect cities. So something like Corner Brook, St. John's would no longer take 7 hours. You'd be able to get there in 30 minutes. San Francisco, Los Angeles, you'd be able to do it in under 30 minutes. And it's basically bring the world closer is the mission of Hyperloop. Our goal is about 200 miles an hour for the next week. In terms of the final technology, you're looking at 700, 750 miles an hour. So it's actually faster than a plane's going to travel, and it's going to be a lot more frequent. So unlike a plane where there might be, say, 7 flights with an airline a day from a certain place to another place, this is going to be more like pods showing up every couple of minutes and you go. So it's a very convenient mode of transportation, and it's also a very rapid mode of transportation. The big thing, so the biggest part of this really is making sure that it's safe. A lot of the core technology exists in some form or the other, but proving that all these things work together and are safe is incredibly important. In our case, we've developed a primary braking system and an emergency braking system, either of which can stop the pod and all of which trigger in the event of emergency.
I think it's very exciting and it's very, very promising for our students. It shows that MUN, despite being probably the only university here in Newfoundland, that we can compete on a global scale, and that we do, like the graduates that we have from this program, business and engineering, and even with Kona, our graduates from there, we can compete on a global scale.
From an actual just general life experience, it's incredible. You get to travel, you get to meet really cool people. We have an alliance with a great team of students from Northeastern, and those are partnerships and friendships that you're going to have forever, and have connected us with things we never would have had otherwise.
Well, in other news, there are hundreds of soldiers along with military aircraft and 2 warships making their way up the coast of Labrador this week. It's all part of Operation Nanook, an annual exercise meant to assert Canadian sovereignty in northern regions and to train soldiers on how to operate in northern conditions. Here now's Jacob Barker chatted with some of the troops as they got ready to head out.
So for this, for up Nanook, as it's not as cold as it would be in March up here, you can expect long drives on ATVs, moving around to locations, a little bit of isolation while you're going up north, but other than that, just a whole lot of fun. It's important that we have Arctic sovereignty and that we have troops that are ready to deploy to the north, as a lot of Canada is in the Arctic, and it's very cold up and north.
Just to be able to operate in these conditions.
Absolutely, yeah.
So predator control, what does that mean?
Mostly polar bears, wolves, black bears.
So you're battling back Mother Nature, I guess, from getting close to the operation.
Yes, in a way, but usually it's polar bears and wildlife keep their distance from humans. We're just there as a safety precaution, just in case.
What's it like being able to kind of fulfill that role and assist in things like this?
Oh, it's great. We as Canadian Rangers provide a lot of local knowledge and to the forces.
They currently have people located both at the range. This is kind of a back end, or you're just kind of overlooking the operation and making sure everything's going.
The way it works is we got one company going forward. We're pretty much the command and control for that company. They have their own headquarters, but we pass on any direction from the operation headquarters, and we also provide whatever support we need at the forward position for that company.
It's good training, I suppose. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Exactly. Like anytime we deploy, we're going to have something like this set up. So this gets us in. We actually have people in the field, so we're not having to pretend or go through, and we have people in the field to practice on with real life scenarios as well as scenarios that are put in as part of the operation.
Well, still in Labrador, we want to show you a case of the curious caribou.
Yeah, have a look at this video. Robert Way shot this video while working with a drone and doing research about 35 kilometers from Cartlight.
Yeah, right down at the bottom there.
Yep.
It's not moving too much.
Yeah, and beautiful view out here. This is Cape North, about 35 kilometers from Cartwright.
Yes, he says this caribou was hanging out near where they were doing permafrost research.
Yeah, can't blame them for being a little bit interested in climate change. Nice to see caribou, because there aren't a lot of them in Labrador these days.
Just gorgeous.
Look up, way up. I'm here in the Juliet balcony, and while I may be the ugliest Juliet you've ever seen, this is truly a beautiful, beautiful outdoor theater here, the Perchance Theater in Cupids, and we're back here with your long-range weather and a little more about the theater after the break. And welcome back to beautiful Cupids. We're live here tonight at the Perchance Theater in, as I said, in beautiful Cupids, and folks starting to mill around as they get ready for the 7 o'clock performance here tonight. And before we get to more about the Perchance Theater and what they have planned over the next couple of weeks before they wrap up, let's talk about the weather. And it has turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful evening here in Cupids. It was, again, a little bit of a dodgy situation across parts of the island today as post-tropical, Gert, slides southeast of the island. You can see with the visible satellite there, a beautiful shot as Gert is actually pulling away, but still wrapping some moisture into this new low that's been working in to Newfoundland and Labrador as we've moved through the day today. And you can see we're the steadiest rain right now over southwestern Newfoundland, as well as the northern peninsula and southeastern parts of Labrador. Still some scattered showers and thunderstorms working up through central Newfoundland into the northeast, but for the most part, it's been dry here on the Avalon over the last couple of hours, which has been great for us here in Cupids. Now, moving forward, note that added moisture that Gert is continuing to transfer into this low that is going to be wandering slowly to the east through the overnight tonight in through tomorrow. That heaviest rain moves from the northern peninsula down into the north coast and into central Newfoundland tonight. And in through Friday, I think it's a dry start here on the Avalon. Tomorrow afternoon, periods of rain and drizzle. Temperatures are going to be steady or falling. Highs 12 to 15 degrees and even 11 likely in those onshore winds, places like Gander, Bonavista, the north coast, with those northerly winds gusting 60 to 70. Brightening and warming for Labrador, western Newfoundland, and across the south coast. The good news, we're getting the damp weather and the cool weather out of the way as that low will continue to move off to the east. High pressure takes over for Saturday, which is looking like a terrific day across many parts of the island. You can see where the clouds certainly thickening up a little bit into the afternoon with a chance of some showers moving into places like Labrador City. And you can see there 16 degrees everywhere else. Temperatures flirting near 20. Now I have my high for St. John's on Saturday, 17. Because of those northerly winds. If the northerly winds ease off a little bit earlier, then we would see temperatures a little bit warmer than that, rising up closer to the 20-degree mark. So we'll keep you posted on that. Now, as we roll into Saturday night and Sunday, note the clouds continuing to build across the island. Showers moving in by Sunday morning to western Newfoundland, as well as Labrador with showers and some periods of rain. And as we take a look at the east, I think we will stay dry on Sunday until perhaps late day, talking late afternoon into the evening hours. That's where we'll run into some shower chances there. Corner Brook on the west coast, again, looking at some rain through the day. And Labrador, likely the wettest forecast, places like Happy Valley, Goose Bay, and up towards the north coast. Quick look at your 7-day trend. Still keeping an eye on Monday. Solar eclipse, not fully a full eclipse here, a partial eclipse, but it would be cool to see through the proper forms of protection, meaning definitely a pinhole camera. You're not going to want to look at that sun on Monday. Would be pretty cool, though, if we could see parts of that eclipse, and we'll keep an eye on that forecast. Looks like we may see some clearing late Monday. Tuesday looks like a great day. Showers building back in Wednesday and into Thursday. And as we take a look at the forecast in Labrador, again, really clouding up and with showers Sunday into Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, shower chances continue as well. So, as I said, we're here at the Perchance Theater in beautiful Cupids. We have Danielle Irvine here with me. And Danielle, you've obviously been involved with theater from the beginning here.
Well, since 2014.
Since 2014, okay. So, seems to me, as I've been milling around here, that everything goes through you here. You kind of running the show here?
Yeah, I'm the artistic director, so yes, I do.
And 3 performances on the go right now.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's amazing. It's crazy, bananas, but it's a lot of fun.
You have something special planned for next week. Janet Edmonds is a name that everybody, I think, knows, whether you're involved with theater or not, who obviously tragically passed away not that long ago. But she had huge ties to the theater here, didn't she?
She did. Janet and I went back 25 years. And but we got to work together here in 2015. She played Our Lady M in the Scottish play, which shall not be named because of where we sit right now.
That's right.
And she was luminous in that performance, and people fell in love with her, and she sat pretty much right where I'm sitting in the famous picture that we used for her. And when we started that season, she found out she had stage 4 cancer with only, we hadn't even started rehearsals, and we agreed that we would go forward, which was amazing, and she was quite ill. But she found a lot of healing in doing what she loved, and we supported her as a company, and she had an incredible summer. And part of that summer, Mr. Reuter sponsored a special performance for the Bliss Murphy Center, so patients and staff could come out and see her perform. We did a talk back, and she took off her wig, and it was amazing. And so in her memory, we're doing that again now next week, and Mr. Reuter sponsoring us again, so we're really excited to be able to do that.
Awesome. And you're actually going to be bringing some cancer patients out to enjoy the show.
Absolutely. They're going to come out, patients and staff get to come for free because of Mr. Reuter, see a comedy this time. Last time they got to see, M, which is not a comedy, but because it was Janet. And then we did a talk back that summer. And this time it's a comedy, so people can have a laugh and have a good time at the theater, get away from it all, come out here and leave their cares behind for a little bit and have a good time together. Remember that we're people and not just, not being so subsumed with illness, right?
Perfect. And that show next Wednesday, but you guys are coming to near the end of the season here. So if folks, if they can't make it Wednesday, when does everything wrap up here?
We close on August 27th, so we have a week and a half left. We're in the final countdown, and with three shows in rep, 8 performances a week.
Nice. So what's the mood like? Does everybody kind of get more excited as you work towards the end, or is there a little bit of sadness?
A little both, right? It's like we spend all of our time together, and love each other and love working together. And at the same time, it's a grueling schedule. So I think people are excited and sad and tired.
Quickly, can you remember the worst weather day you've had so far this summer?
This summer? Oh, God. Yes, we lost.
Rain.
We did.
Yeah.
Just 3 weeks ago, we lost 2 shows in one day to lightning and full-on torrential rain.
And yet you've been really nice to me this entire time.
I know.
It's so nice of you.
Trust.
Nice. Danielle, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you.
And guys, we're going to be back here one more time. The performance obviously gets underway at 7, so we don't want to be in the way, but we'll maybe get a little preview of some of the folks milling in, getting ready for the show.
Thank you very much, Ryan, and we'll see you once again later in the show. And now I guess we're going to go from the theater to the rink.
Yes, time to introduce you to our young athlete of the day. This is 12-year-old Nate Crane from Cape Royal. Nate plays defense for the Southern Shore Minor Hockey Association.
He also loves to play softball and ball hockey during the off-season. In this photo with him is his 6-year-old brother Liam, who is starting to follow in his footsteps.
Way to go, Nate. You are today's young athlete of the day.
To go to parties without worrying about the risk of accidental ingestion of peanut, and many of them were able to leave the EpiPen behind.
While there's new hope for children with peanut allergies, Australian researchers have announced a treatment that could lead to a cure in the near future. In clinical trials, children with peanut allergies were given a probiotic along with a small dose of peanut protein over an 18-month period. After the experiment, 80% were able to tolerate peanuts. After 4 years, about 70% could still eat peanuts without an adverse reaction. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Here and Now. Deadly news out of Spain tonight. ISIS has claimed responsibility for a vehicle attack in Barcelona that killed at least 13 people and injured more than 100. As Thomas Degla reports, a man in a rented van plowed through crowds in one of Spain's largest cities.
Another vehicle transformed into a deadly weapon, this time in Barcelona's busy tourist district. The damage on the front shows the carnage the van was used to inflict.
It looked to be as if he was going left to right, hitting people at the little stand where people were shopping.
As emergency crews attended to the injured, police told people nearby to get away, so those who could ran, leaving a usually bustling boulevard eerily empty and quiet. With their guns drawn, police scoured the streets amid reports the driver was on the loose and as many as 2 suspects could be holed up in a restaurant. It wasn't long before authorities called it a terrorist attack, confirming at least a dozen had been killed and dozens more had been injured. Away from the scene of the attack, police made 2 arrests and confirmed no one was holed up as first feared. They identified the man believed to have rented the van used in the attack, Driss Oukabir, born in Morocco, now in his 20s. It's unclear whether the attacker acted alone, though this bears hallmarks of ISIS-inspired attacks, the group previously urging followers to use vehicles to kill.
We've seen also various jihadists' webpage celebrating in the last hours.
It's a reminder of other recent attacks from Nice to London, with the result again this time all too familiar. Thomas Degla, CBC News, London.
The number of asylum seekers coming to Canada has increased dramatically. The federal government released new figures today. They show a total for the entire country of more than 3,100 people illegally entering in July. The vast majority, 96% of them, are being intercepted along the border between Quebec and New York State. That's triple the number that entered in June. It works out to about 300 people arriving illegally in Quebec a day. 85% of them are Haitian nationals. 20 immigration officers are being added in Montreal to help cope with the crush. The federal government is also opening a 300-room temporary shelter in Cornwall, Ontario.
Malala Yousafzai is headed to university. The 20-year-old tweeted today that she's been accepted to study politics, philosophy, and economics at the University of Oxford in the UK. You'll remember that Malala was just 15 when she was almost killed by Taliban soldiers for her efforts to encourage girls' education in Pakistan. She's the youngest person to be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
Ottawa has announced a deal that puts the maintenance of Canadian naval ships into the hands of a private firm. Canada's acting minister of procurement says it will require top security clearance. The 8-year, $800 million contract will service the Navy's new Arctic patrol and support vessels. The minister says 2,000 jobs will be created or maintained, based mostly in Halifax, Vancouver, and Eastern Ontario.
Welcome back to Here and Now. And Carolyn, I know this is a story that you're going to love because everybody loves newborns, whether they're human or not. Aw. See, did I not tell you were going to love this, Carolyn? These are itty-bitty rescue puppies that are being fostered by a woman in Richmond, Virginia. And she just also happens to be a photographer. So this is 2-week-old Tito, Messi, and Lovebug.
Oh.
They got their very own photo shoot. Aw, and yeah, that's just adorable.
Seriously.
So she's hoping that this will help find these puppies a forever home. Once they're old enough, of course.
Oh, they're so
But I
little.
can't imagine that by now somebody hasn't snapped one of these little cuties
Oh,
up.
yeah. I'd take them home in a second. They look like little teddy bears like that.
Yeah, they grow up.
So sweet. Well, sometimes big mischief comes in small packages. I always love it when they put this music on this. This video was shot by a camper last weekend in Alberta, and it's received just thousands of views online in just a matter of days. Now, the camper says the squirrel got into the men's outhouse, grabbed the end of the roll, and started to unravel it feverishly, as you can see there. Apparently, it returned dozens of times over the next few hours to grab fresh bundles of toilet paper before heading back into the woods. And after the men's supply was done, it raided the women's facilities too. So if you're in an outhouse and the roll is empty, now you know who's to blame.
I don't think this is very fair. This squirrel clearly has some digestional upset that he is dealing with. And here we're now putting him on TV just because he needed to, you know, a little extra TP in order to help clean things
I
up.
bet he's gonna have a nice cozy nest with all that toilet paper. All right, so before we say goodnight to you tonight, we're gonna head back to Cupid's where Ryan is live tonight.
Yeah, it appears that Ryan settled in there for the performance, just a couple minutes away. So what's in store for tonight, Ryan?
The Taming of the Shrew is on tonight, and the actors have been warming up, so we had a little, got a little taste of that. The audience is now slowly but surely pouring in, and I'm all cozied up here with 3 lovely ladies. So maybe you could introduce yourselves for us.
I'm Rose Walsh,
Elizabeth. And I'm Colleen Nice.
And Colleen is here all the way from
British Columbia.
British Columbia, but you do have a summer home here in Cupid, so you guys are visiting and obviously taking in the show. Have you been here before?
Yes, we were here last year. It was excellent. Very nice.
And what is it about this spot and the outdoor stage that you love so much?
For me, I think it's probably the only place in Newfoundland that I know of that you can come and sit outside and dress warm in the summer and enjoy a fabulous show.
Dress warm in the summer.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's what you do in Newfoundland. You should know that.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's the line of the day. Yeah, no matter what is said on stage after, dress warm in the summer. And for anybody that's thinking about coming in here, tomorrow you're going to want to dress warm in the summer because it's going to feel a little more like fall tomorrow. We're going to be talking about temperature highs near 15. Some rain and drizzle that the performers are going to have to battle through for their performances tomorrow as temperatures kind of slide towards 12 or 13 by showtime tomorrow evening. So beautiful day on Saturday, though, if you're coming out here to Cupid's, to the Perchance Theater, and check out their website. There's more performances here right through until August, late August, so check out their website for more on that. We'll throw it back to the studio. Thanks, ladies.
Oh, dear.